So now we are going to discuss the revision kit of property income. So the first question, which is I guess question number 19 from the latest edition of 21-22 is this one. Now he's asking you how much the premium. So we know how to calculate the premium, right or wrong?
Right.
It is assessable premium, right?
Yes.
Assessable premium 51 minus duration of lease divided by 50 into D for duration into premium amount, which is 82,000. Answer is
59,040.
59,000
40.
040.
040.
040. This is the first question of your revision kit. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Now I'm going to share another question. This question, I guess, is 21 in your kit.
Yes.
Now it will be at your screen at any time. This is the question. I need you to read it, please.
On 6th April 2021, Melinda rented out a furnished room in her house to Jenny at a rent of £750 a month. Jenny continued to rent the room on the same terms until 5th July 2022. Melinda continued to live in the house and paid for all the living expenses, of which £475 a month related to the room rented out to Jenny. What is Melinda's property income for the tax year 2021 to 2022, assuming that any beneficial elections are made?
Beneficial, we know that it's a room, right?
Yes.
Lower of A, which is my normal working. Normal working means I will check. This is the cash basis, right? 750 a month. And is it rent out all over the throughout the tax year or no? More than tax year, but we will focus on the tax year, right or wrong?
Yes.
750 a month, 12 months receipt. How much?
9,000 is the annual rent.
9,000.
9,000 is the annual rent.
Okay, 750 into 12, right?
Yes.
Okay. How much is the allowed? How much are allowed expenses? They are saying 475 a month. Means how much
Yes.
a year?
5,700.
5,000.
700.
So what is the answer?
3,300.
3,300. Okay. But this is not the room. So this is not my final answer. Be working, claiming, rent a room, relief. How to claim a relief? So ARR will be the same, 9,000. But instead of expenses, we will deduct exemption.
Exemption.
How much?
7,500.
Very good. So answer is?
1,500.
So what will be my final answer?
Method 2, 1,500 would be.
Because he is asking you to answer it as a most favorable basis. So this is done. Any questions, please?
Can I copy this down?
From Kaplan revision kit is Oceana. What he's asking?
From which year is this?
Sorry?
From which year is this question, Oceana?
No, year means?
Like which year? Because in the Kaplan book it says September, December 2020 OT question.
No, this is simple. They didn't mention for every question. They only mentioned for some questions. Other questions they didn't mention, so we don't know is from which past paper.
Okay.
Okay. So this one.
This is asking property income assessable.
specifically property income, and the information is only available for premium. So ARR should be there. We know assessable premium must be there. Less allowed expenses also there, but there is no information for these two items. So only the assessable premium is your property income. 51 minus duration is 23 years divided by 50 into the amount of premium, which is 42,000. How much?
23,520.
23,520 is the answer of this particular question. Any problems, please?
Macy has a cottage which she lets out furnished for an annual rent of £9,600, payable monthly in advance. She incurred the following expenses, which was paid on the date shown, 6th April 2021. Council tax for the year to 31st March 2022, £900. 6th October 2021. Insurance for the year ended 30th September 2022. Previous year, £480 paid 5th October 2020, which is £540. 9 December 2021, replaced the refrigerator with a similar model, £870. What is Macy's property income for the tax year 2021 to 2022?
Now in this question, we have to do it completely. So we need to do the complete solution. First of all, tell me which basis you are going to use, cash basis or accrual basis?
Cash basis.
Cash basis means annual rent receipt, because it's not mentioned which base need to use. So that's why we are going to use cash basis. First of all, how much money you received?
9,600.
Received in advance means you got the money. There is no premium, means only allowed expenses will be deducted. Cash basis, cash basis. Is 6th April 21 is in the tax year of 2020, this tax year? This 6th for 21 till 5th for 22. Is the first expense fall under this date in this range? Yes or no?
It does.
Second one, please.
Second one also.
Third one, please. Yes. All
It
of them
does. Yes.
fall under. Now we will apply the rules. Expense must be paid during the tax year. All three of them paid during the tax year. Revenue expense and cash basis paid by landlord. Yes, these are all paid by her, Messi. So first one is council tax. Tell me, council tax is a revenue expense or no? It's a cleanness tax.
It is, yeah.
Utility like
It is revenue.
revenue. So deducted it. Insurance. Which basis using, cash or accrual?
We are using cash.
So we will prorate it as per the months, or we will take out some months from the previous year end, or we will take directly 540. What should I do?
We'll take 540.
Correct, because in that on 6th October 21, he paid 540, means he paid it during the tax year cash basis. Replacement, we learned a rule. Replacement of refrigerator, if it is an improvement, it's not allowed. If there is no improvement, it's allowed. What do you think?
There's a refrigerator with a similar model, so
Allowed.
it would.
We will get the property income. Sorry, any questions, please?
But isn't this an improvement because he replaced it with another refrigerator?
See, I told you earlier, improvement means new model, higher technology. Okay, if old one replaced with the new same model, there is an improvement, but this is not a improvement. Let's see, if this refrigerator bought new, the new one has the same performance, not above that. So that's the thing, that replacement with improvement means you replaced it with the improved version. If you replace it with improved version, it will be not allowed. Otherwise, similar version, okay, there is some bit of improvement, but it's allowed. Okay.
Okay.
Answer is how much? 7290.
7290.
Okay, please copy it down from your revision kit. Stephina is something like that. Please read out.
Stephania's only income is from letting out furnished residential property, none of which is qualifying for furnished holiday accommodation. For the tax year 2021 to 2022, her taxable property income was £25,000 before adjusting for the following items. 1. Payment of £500 to replace a damaged kitchen unit. 2. Interest paid of £12,000 on a loan to acquire one of the properties. What is Stephania's taxable property income for the tax year 2021 to 2023?
The first one is replacement. Replacement, is it showing any improvement or no? It's showing improvement or no?
If the okay, to replace a damaged one.
Sorry? Your
1 minute.
Can you repeat it again? Hello?
I guess it would be revenue.
Yes, it is revenue because they are not mentioning that replacement with improvement. So it's a revenue expense. Second one, interest on loan to acquire property. We discussed this specific rule. Finance cost on loan to acquire property. Is it allowed or no? What do you think?
No, it's the
Not,
second one won't be considered as a
we will
revenue or anything.
we are going to write 0. And the second one, okay, in this question they are asking you only property income, so that's the answer. But we learned it that if there is something like that, loan on interest, interest on loan to acquire property, it will give you a relief of 20% in income tax liability in computation of tax format. We learned it, we did a practice question as well. So please revisit that. So it will be revised. Okay, any questions?
No question.
MCQs from your kit, we are done. Now before moving forward to CRQs, any section C, we need to learn one last thing, structural building allowance. This is the last topic of property income, which we skipped when we were discussing. Now we will discuss this one and we are going to complete it. First of all, what is SBA? So the full form, please write it down. The full form is structural building allowance. Structural building allowance is the full form. The allowance is fixed. This is 3%. It's 3%, like a depreciation, you can say. Structural building allowance is fixed like depreciation, you can say. But it's apply when? Till now we did a lot of questions, lot of practice questions or questions regarding this topic, which is property income. But till now this allowance was hidden. So this allowance will be applied only if you spend some money in order to brought property into usable condition. Means to say that you bought a property which is not in usable form. Till now we did around 4-5 revision kit questions, and from my handouts we did around not less than 10 questions. There was no situation, no scenario like that the owner or the landlord bought a property in unusable condition or damaged item. So that's why till now there is no implication of SBA. But if you bought a property in unusable, unstable state, then only the 3% allowance, which is SBA, will apply, and Please note down, this allowance will be proportionate or prorated as per the period of use. Means when your property converted into usable condition, this 3% will apply only for that particular period. How to do that? We will do it from a question. Okay. Hello. CRQ question, Richard Pryor, but we are going to solve only the property income right now. So please read out from your hard book, from your hard copy, from your revision kit, please. Read out note number 3 only.
Note 3 property income. Richard owns a freehold shop which is let out unfurnished. The 10-year-old shop was purchased by Richard on 1st October 2021. Richard spent £8,400 replacing the building's roof. The shop was not usable until this work was completed on 30th November 2021, and this fact was represented by a reduced purchase price. On
Wait,
first,
wait. Till here, we comes to know that we spend money on a property which is unusable condition, right or wrong?
right,
So whenever we read this type of sentence, SBA at the rate of 3% must come in our mind. Okay. So this is the
correct.
of SBA. Any questions, please?
No questions.
Continue reading, please.
On 1st December 2021, the property was let to a tenant, which Richard receiving a premium of £12,000 for the grant of a 30-year lease. The monthly rent is £664 payable in advance, and during the period 1st December 2021 to 5th April 2022, Richard received the 5 rental payments. Due fire, £8,600 was spent on repairing the ceiling of the shop during February 2022. Only £8,200 of this was paid by Richard's property insurance. Richard paid insurance of £501 in respect of the property. This was paid on 1st October 2021 and it is for the year ended 30th September 2022. Calculate the income tax payable by Richard Pryor for the tax.
For this question,
Okay.
because there is employment income and other topics, we are only going to calculate property income. Okay. So first of all, which you are going to use, cash or accrual?
We didn't mention anything, so it could be cash.
Cash means how much money he got. Tell me, please.
He £4.
How many months?
In December, that doesn't matter. So, 7,968.
Why? Is he receiving
Because it's 12 months.
for whole year, or he rented out only for some small period?
Some small period.
How many months?
5, 4 months.
Again,
December, January, February, March, April.
December,
5 months.
February, March. How many months? Is it 4
4
months?
months. Yeah, 4 months.
How much amount?
So, into 4, 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Any premium received?
He received £12,000 premium for
Okay.
30-year lease.
Okay. So How much my assessable premium?
5,040.
5,040. Now, less allowed expenses. First of all, we know that SBA will come here. Why? Because it was unusable condition. How much you spent in order to brought in to the usable condition?
8,400 pounds.
What is the percentage of SBA?
3%.
Now tell me how many months you use during the tax year. Tax year is 21-22. Period of use.
The work was completed on 30th November.
Okay. 30th November, the work completed. Means after that it comes in usable form, right?
Yes.
How many months? There is 30th November. So you will not include November in the calculation.
So 4 months.
4 months. So SBA is how much?
84.
Okay, correct. What other expenses are there?
There was a fire.
Fire repairing is there.
Yes.
What do you spend on the repair?
He only paid 8,200 pounds.
Okay. He spent how much?
He spent 8,600 pounds.
He spent, right?
Yes.
8,200 he recovered from insurance, right?
Yes. Yes.
So how much his expense? Because the definition is allowed expense must be paid by landlord, right or wrong?
Right.
He didn't pay 8,600. He paid only 400. How, sir, 400? Bhai, you can see. He paid 8,200. He got reimbursed. If he got reimbursed, khalas, means this is not from his pocket. From his pocket only 400. And the last, he paid an insurance of 501. That's simple, and we get property income, which is the answer. Please, you have any questions? Any questions, please?
No questions. So, do we have more questions like Richard Fire?
Yeah, we have one more.
So, the year ended 5th April 2022. If CAT purchases a property via limited company rather than purchasing it personally.
This is a 9 marks question. 9 precious marks. Okay. This came in CRQ. You can, there's no date mentioned, but it's a past paper. It was question number 3 when it was examined. Question 3 usually have this type of questions, which you can say tax planning questions. Tax planning is no chapter. We don't have any separate chapter called tax planning, but tax planning comes from the topics we already learned. So how to tackle it? See, first of all, understanding the requirement is a key for this question. It's saying what you got from the requirement. I will repeat. Now you tell me you got the same or no. They are asking you that give us the answer of income tax if you are financing this property by yourself. Yani you are buying this property from your side, yani individually. Second, calculate the tax calculation if this property you are not acquiring directly, you are acquiring a company and the company is acquiring a property and you are 100% shareholder in that company. So you have to calculate income tax for implications for both scenarios, and then you have to compare it and give us the answer that which scenario is feasible or most beneficial or will be saved more tax for you. That's what the
Yes.
requirement means. Got it? Hello?
Yes, got it.
Okay. Now the first one is purchase property personally. So, okay, purchase property. I am assuming that he is purchasing the property from his money by himself. No company is involved. So first of all, we have to calculate the property income, right or wrong?
Right.
How much will be my property income throughout, let out throughout, and there is no nothing mentioned, so it's cash basis. How much annual rent receipt will be?
2,600 pounds, actually.
Uh,
31,200.
how much?
31,200.
Okay, there is a note one done. Note two, bank finance means interest on loan
Interest on loan.
to acquire property.
This will not be.
Then number three, other expenses, they are saying all allowed, all are allowable. So 4,600. And number four is employment income. No need. This we are calculating only property income. So how much my property income be?
26,600.
Now I will calculate the tax. So non-savings employment income is given. Here it is. Property,
60,650.
property income you already calculated by yourself. Total income, there is no plus sign,
87,000.
so it's net income, and it is less than 100,000 pounds. So personal allowance will be 12,000. How much?
12,570 will be the personal allowance, and total net income is 87,250.
87,250. And the taxable
Yes.
income is,
74,680.
can you check again, please?
Okay.
Yeah. 70.
74,680.
Okay, correct. There is no gift aid, nothing like that. So we are going to calculate the tax, non-savings only. There is no interest, no dividend. Basic band limit is how much? Is the
755.
higher band, 20%, and the difference will go to higher band. How much?
36980.
Can you tell me the answers?
First one is 7540,
And
and the higher one is 14,792.
14,000,
792.
adding up
22,332.
22,300.
32.
But we know that relief on interest to acquire property will come here. The interest payment is 12,000 and the relief percentage is fixed, which is 20%. Remember?
20%.
Yes, you remember that?
Yes. Yes.
Income tax liability if he purchased the property by himself will be how much?
19,932.
19,000.
932.
Any questions in this part that property is acquiring by himself? Second part, that if he acquired the property via company means if he's buying it as a owner of a company. So tell me, if he bought this property via company, this property will be owned by him or by a company?
By the company.
So the property income will be calculated or no?
His property income won't be calculated because
Won't
it's through the company.
all the property now belongs to the company. He is a
Yes.
owner. So what he is getting? Sorry, he will
He's
get
getting dividend.
only the employment income as he was getting the same employment income. He will get 60,650,
He'll also get dividend, right?
and instead of getting the property income, he is going to get dividend because he is now the whole and sole owner of this property. Right or wrong?
Right.
How much is the dividend amount?
6,000 pounds.
Okay, can you tell me the question, please?
6.
This is the total income or net income because there is no qualifying interest. Around 12,570 because this is less than, the income is less than 100,000. So we will have taxable income. How much?
For non-saving is 48,080.
48,080. Okay.
And total is 54,080.
54,080.
Yes.
Now we will calculate tax. This guy is again higher band taxpayer. Non-savings, basic band, 37,700 at the rate of 20%. How much?
7540.
How much excess?
10,380. 4152.
Now dividend. The basic band is already filled up, right or wrong?
Yes.
The dividend will, first is nil rate band. The limit of nil rate band in dividend income is 2,000. Is it higher, basic, higher, additional taxpayer is the same. So it's 0. And the difference means out of 6,000, 2,000 fall under nil rate band. Basic band is already covered up by non-savings. So the difference will goes to higher band because this guy is higher band taxpayer. And if dividend comes under higher band taxpayer, the tax rate is how much?
31.
Sorry? Check. No, take your time.
Uh, 32.5.
Okay. The answer is
1,300.
total is
12,992.
12,000.
992.
Still here any confusion?
No.
Now wait a moment. Summary or my final answer. If the property purchased by himself, you can say personally, better, right?
That's personal.
Pen is not working. One second. Personally, it give us the answer. This one. P via company. 12,992 is the tax he will pay, and he is the sole owner of the property, right or wrong? Oh, sorry, he's sole
Right.
owner of the company, right or wrong?
Right.
How much tax he has to pay additionally because he is running the show via company? Check the question, please.
2,774.
How much where it is?
It says 2,774.
Correct. This he has to pay extra because he is running the show via company. So the total is
15,766.
766.
Yes.
Again, 2 and 2, 4, I guess, no?
Wow. No.
Check.
Okay, in the question it says 2,774.
Okay, my mistake. Okay. So it's coming how much?
15,766.
So tell me what answer you will write.
Wire company would be more
How much?
better. It 4,166 you're saving.
My additional tax savings. So what English, what sentence we have to write it down?
Kate is more likely to benefit from purchasing the property via a limited company.
Correct. We can write this as well. What I just pasted. This also you can write. If Cat purchase a property by a limited company, then the overall tax saving will be this much. And questions? So that's it for the revision kit, the plan revision kit of property income. My request to you that please try to solve BPP revision kit for your practice, for the sake of your practice, only for the topic of property income. Now you know that how we can do it in CRQ, because we didn't completed the course right now. Definitely, property income is left. Sorry, employment income, trading income is our next topic. So after that topics, you will be able to do the complete question. But for the time being, for the practice sake of practice, you can do part questions and you can check out the answers. So it will give you good practice. Any questions, please?